I love Stumble Guys. That is 4 words that even a week ago I never thought would be leaving my mouth. Now, I'm not calling this game a weird name. I'm not talking about Fall Guys. I'm talking about Stumble Guys. Clearly, very different game. They're the exact same game. But, but let me tell you, Stumble Guys has done something right. And I don't know how to put it into words. I don't know if this video is going to be 4 minutes long, 14 minutes long, but I've played so much Stumble Guys in the last week. Me and a bunch of my friends, almost just jokingly, we were sitting there looking at our Steam libraries thinking, what do we want to play? Do you want to play like an RPG? And we're like, I don't want to invest that much time. Do we want to do like a co-op like platformer puzzle game? And like, I don't want to think that hard. And at one point I just said, how about we play Stumble Guys? It's free to play, it's stupid, we can play it for 20 minutes and put it down and be done with it. And be done with it. I now have 10 hours played on Stumble Guys, 8 of which were over the last 4 days. I played for 3 hours yesterday, I played for like 2 hours the day before that, and like 3 more hours a couple days before that. And again, 10 hours might not sound like a lot, but let me tell you, Stumble Guys is the same game over and over and over again. Sorry, the same 3 games. Race to the finish, don't fall off the platform, or last the longest. And all of them are walk around with the control stick, jump with A, and in the midair, dive with A. That is the entire game. There is nothing more complex. It is stupid. 90% of the time, if you're not playing with friends, you're playing against bots. And if they're not bots, they're 5-year-olds on their parents' iPads. But this game is fun, y'all. I don't think I could play it alone for more than 20 minutes without getting a little bit bored. But when you've got like 2 or more friends, and you all might not be sober in a Discord call together, and you're just running and diving and falling and... It's so stupid fun. It feels like, 2 straight hours of non-stop Mario Party mini-games. And don't get me wrong, I love the board game aspect of Mario Party. Board games are my favorite media in all life. It's a weird statement to say. But sometimes when you just hunker down and you just want to do those stupid, silly mini-games and jump across moving platforms and dive to avoid lava or slide down a water slide as fast as possible, sometimes that's what you need. And let me tell you, over the past 2 months, me and a bunch of my friends have gone through some awful stuff in our lives. A lot of our mental headspaces are not in a great place. I've been very vocal about how I'm struggling a little bit right now. But Stumble Guys, there's nothing to think about. You just go, you just jump, you just dive. You shit talk your friend because they fell off. They didn't qualify for the second round against the 7-year-olds on their dad's iPad. And it's just constant fun and smiles. I've laughed harder in the last week than I've laughed in a long time. And not just harder, but the sheer amount of laughter. I was in pain. I got to that like laughter migraine where I'm like, I need to slow down or I'm gonna burst a blood vessel. And it's been a long time since I laughed like that authentically. It's a really good feeling. It's akin to sitting on the couch with some friends on the weekend, and again, playing Mario Party, playing Smash Bros, playing Crash Bash. I never had a PS1. And there's something about it. The skins are endearing. And while the microtransactions are obviously predatory and they want you to keep buying more skins, especially because you can't buy most skins directly, you need to spin wheels, and the human brain loves a wheel. So they'll give you like 2 or 3 free wheel spins. There's a code to get some free gems. They've even got a really dangerous little one-time deal that me and a few of my friends have fallen for, which is, usually it's like, oh, whatever, $1 for 100 gems. This was $3 for 1,300 gems. That's like 10 free dollars. And so, you spin it, you get skins, you get to show off your skins to each other. It's so dumb. And it's so fun. If you haven't given Stumble Guys a chance, don't play it alone and expect to have that much fun. I mean, I'm not your dad, you can do what you want, but get a few friends together have a few drinks, maybe get a little, you know, less than sober, and just stumble for a while. Because at the end of the day, it's such a simple escape. And I've spent a lot of time in the last couple months looking for that, like, complex escape. You know, I've been playing Grim Dawn and roguelikes and doing builds and optimizing stats and doing really difficult runs of certain bosses and dungeons and games. But the best escape I've felt in a long time was Stumble Guys. Just turning the brain off and playing something so stupid. If you can do that with some friends and you can all turn your brains off together and just laugh for whatever, half an hour, 2 hours, 8 hours, I think it's a fantastic way to spend an evening. I really, honestly, earnestly never thought I'd say it, but I love Stumble Guys.